Good evening, Go Mode Podcast, and welcome to the week 4, or the 4th round of the Swiss as part of the Mentor Tournament 2021. Tonight, we have a race between Pasutorami and Pix. This is a matchup of 2-1 runners. Pasutorami is going to be mentored by KegintheCloset, and Pix is being mentored by Laoria of Light. I am Radical Sniper 99, and tonight I'm joined by VeXtopher. How's it going?
It's going good. Got some good Link to the Past randomizer getting ready to happen here.
Yeah, so anybody who's missed everything coming up to this point, we are in assured sword open seeds. So our runners will start with a sword, and it's open. So, you know, what kind of strategy do you like to use to start one of these?
I'm a big CAC starter, so I'll start in Sank. I like the Sank chest, and I mean, you might be able to skip Escape. You're probably not skipping CAC Village.
And I will actually say I'm the opposite. I prefer an uncle start to these kinds of races. I think with that sword, it kind of makes the escape sequence pretty free to go do. And if you can get a flute, boots, glove, bottle, something along those lines, it can only improve your Kakariko routing.
Yeah, I mean, both ways. You know, if there's something, you can get the same thing in CAC Village. So I really don't know if there's really a good advantage. I almost like part of the CAC start, just in case you get the mirror, then suddenly Escape's awesome. You know, the Death Warp, you can just kind of mirror back out. You might get Fire Source to go into Dark Cross, not in the dark, so it'll be in Logic. You can check the back of Escape first if you find Mitts somewhere in the overworld, not Escape.
Yeah, there's a lot of options with this. So we'll see how they run. I'm familiar at least with Leo's kind of philosophy on this, so I wouldn't be surprised to see an escape check there. Keg, on the other hand, I'm not sure how Keg is going to start this one off.
And a Pendant Pod.
Don't know if we're going to see that. And we're off, though. So we do get that heart piece out of Link's house over on Pic's side.
Yep, so we are seeing the uncle start from Pix.
Yeah, we'll see at least a tier 1 tree pull here, picking up that sign. This is a very traditional route. So we'll see if we can get some bombs, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get the full uncle route here, or full front of escape.
Just some green rubies in the tier 1 tree pull. Not going to help anybody.
Haven't you ever been 1 rupee away from your next thing and wish you got...
I don't think I've played enough seeds. Oh, the
and
mirror.
There's that mirror you said.
Look at that. Now Escape is fun.
Yeah, we'll see. Even if we don't get a lamp, I wonder if... obviously, with this being the mentor tourney, we've got some newer runners, of course, so I don't know their own comfort levels with Dark Cross. So we'll see if that means we'll get a full play to at least Dark Cross having that mirror.
Yeah, we'll see. We might not be able to. Well, I guess we can always go to Dark Cross, but might not be able to get to the back of Escape. That might discourage going back there if we don't get a key.
Yeah, and we've only got one chance for the key. So it's either this first chest, or it's either in the Cross, Sanctuary, or the back.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I would... If I was doing Escape first, I'm not sure if I didn't get the key if I would go to Dark Cross, knowing that I'm going to have to come back and be able to check it with back of Escape.
Yeah, one of the things we've seen a lot of in these kinds of seeds actually is there's a bunch of, I don't know, I've only seen some of the races, but I've heard a lot of Aga seeds have been coming up with this setup.
That's very true. I think 40% of the seeds that I practice on are Aga. It really, I think having that sword early it really just makes it available faster. And for some reason, it just seems like the logic just likes to say, okay, well, this is something we're just barely close to. Let's make it happen. All right, so we've gotten 2 items so far out of Escape.
And yes, we are aware of the technical difficulties currently with on Pastrami's end. Hopefully, we'll be able to get those fixed so we can see everything that is going on.
Got pot strats on the chain guard.
Yeah, 1 pot 4/ is pretty common. Depends on your comfort. This can be a little bit scary as you're learning it, but gets through it. And
the hammer.
Yeah, and Pix is leaving escape immediately. I think it's a good strategy at this point.
Yeah, I agree. We've got 3 items and no map. Now we have 4 items and no map.
Yeah, no small key, so we'll see if we get if we get that glove. I will say hammer is a good find.
For sure.
I feel like when we get an Agaseed, the more common thing you'll get is a glove if it's an Agaseed. That is purely anecdotal evidence. Do not take this word as gospel. Just what I've seen.
We'll see. We'll probably get a tier 2 tree pull here. Maybe not.
Yeah, each runner has a different philosophy about checking that one. I think it's a worthwhile investment at this point. You know, you're walking right by that tree.
Yeah,
maybe we'll see it if we don't get bombs here.
Yep. Oh, a Master Sword. That's a good find, too. Early. Let's see. I don't think we're going to see it. Nah, no tier 2. That's fine. We've got the money for bombs if we need them. We'll see if we go down to check the back tavern and go down and buy bombs immediately, or if we're gonna gamble on them being somewhere in Blind's hut or in the well.
Well, and realistically, if we're gonna get that kind of gamble, I'd imagine we'd see Cackwell first, and it does look like that's what's gonna happen. Cackwell's the quick drop down to get, so it's a good, fast way to find one.
And the shovel, that's nice to find this early because you can route it right in after you go check the race game. And the powder with the hammer is also pretty nice right now.
And unfortunately, I have to point this one out, but Pix and Leo skipping the magic in Uncle means we don't have magic for the bat.
Oh, that's... Ouch.
Yeah, unfortunate on that routing. This is why a lot of runners will tell you, grab the magic out of the Uncle spot, especially if you're doing an Uncle start, because it's just a free check. You know, it's a free pickup of magic, especially if you're doing escape.
Yeah, that's... I didn't even think... I wouldn't have even noticed. So we are buying our bombs. Gonna go finish off these CAC village checks. We haven't really gotten too much other than the hammer and the mirrors.
Some nice pieces. By far, this is a good start. We'll hope for more.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of almost always checking race game instead of blind grabbing it. How do you feel about that?
In open mode, I am completely with you there. Key sanity, I like to mix that up a little bit. I prefer to actually blind do it just because a higher likelihood of an item. But yeah, in open, I'm a scouter.
Now, granted, I might be much more willing to do it in this case, having the shovel, knowing I'm gonna have to walk back anyways. I'm gonna go check shovel.
And I have actually heard that as a new kind of strategy for that check is if you know you're already gonna have to go to the right anyway for shovel check, might as well. It's not a bad idea. Pix deleting all those blocks in Blind's hut. Generally speaking, this can be a slightly faster strategy, but you have to be really precise about your pushes. It can kind of be difficult. And hey,
normally,
we got Pastrami back up.
Oh, looks like we're in CAC Village. We may have started in CAC Village. Well, No, we would have had to do escape.
We are getting that map check. I saw red crystal at Eastern Palace and regular crystals at Desert and Hera.
Good eye. I wonder if we got bombs from the tree pull. Because we got a lot of bombs and a lot of money on Pastrami's side.
Now, it looks like Pastrami being very kind and giving us a cycle through the items. And it looks like they also did escape to start.
Yeah, so I'm assuming that the tier 2 tree pull was bombs, because we had 10 bombs and more money than we have on a lot more money than we have on Fix's side, and we've done similar checks.
Yeah, we did see that heart container over on the race game. Doesn't look like either runner's going to pick that one up. Now, looking at the magic on Pastrami's side, there was some magic, so we might have gotten a magic bat check. Unfortunately, not sure what might have been there.
That's a good point.
That could have been actually 100 rupees, for all we know.
Yeah, I mean, we are about 100 rupees off of each other. 101, which is the tier 1 tree pull.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that being 100 rupees on magic bat, just as a guess.
Yeah, I still don't understand how we had 8 bombs. It must have been the tree pull.
It could have just been a different order of checks. Maybe a lucky bomb here or there, or yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
Crab, maybe. Bush crab.
We didn't get to see many item drops either on some of the enemies, so
that's a good point. Who knows? We got bombs though.
Exactly. The most important resource in the game, we have plenty of them.
What do you think this is? High major glitches?
I mean, no. I'm just saying, you know, out of everything in the game, I really care about bombs.
And there's Dark World. Minus the Moon Pearl. Now we're really looking for the Moon Pearl for Dark World access.
And realistically, that means that almost cuts out Aga at this point, unless you have the Pearl at either the Lumberjack or on top of Pyramid. We will not be doing Aga, at least for Dark World access.
Yep. Getting bomb strats in the mini Moldorm room from picks. I don't believe you need to spin with the Master Sword for the Moldorms.
You do not. It's just more of a safety thing. As we get the Fire Rod.
There we go. And the Moon Pearl, actually.
Yeah.
Totally missed the Moon Pearl.
Buri in the lead there.
Now we have Dark World access. But I really doubt that we're going to see Aga.
Yeah,
at this point, I would imagine in the Mentor tournament, the only way we see Aga is if we have. Try to figure what.
So Pastrami is actually gonna look like we're heading back to the 4 portal outside of Link's house and just abandoning Ice Rod Cave for now.
Oh, I kind of like this. I like it.
But yeah, you were saying about the sword spins on Pix's side. It's not required, but the great thing about those is just the added range. We do have green pendant thieves. I think I saw red crystal swamp and then ice and mire.
I think it was mire. I think it's mire.
Yeah, ice and mire are our other 2 pendants. So
thieves, ice, and mire, huh? And thieves being green pendant is kind of nice, especially since we can already clear it. So at least if you decide to dip it and try to clear it, then you've got an extra item.
We argued that back of escape check over on Pix's side.
I like this as well, although there's 3 items and we don't know one of them is going to be Dark Cross or not.
Well, and Dark Cross is technically in logic at this point.
Yep, with the Fire Rod. There's the map, so we... Do we? Yeah.
Oh, we sure do. There is an item in Dark Cross.
We sure do. And we're going to go get it.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be the hardest room of them all. pretty much. Finding a key rat.
Not the arrow rat. Not the heart rat. Sword beams will make this kind of nice.
Yeah, sword beams are really convenient for that room, so it was good that we did get that heart drop.
Yeah, and so we got I think we got a red meringue on the on Stumpy. We can check K45 since we got the mirror really early. Pipe cave seemingly empty, but we're just gonna do our Southern Dark World tour while we're going through Dark Cross here on Pixie side. Pastrami gonna continue to head through Dark World.
Now, is Dark Cross important?
Sure, we will find out shortly. While we're doing some digging. Negative. Just a single rupee for all your dark room trouble.
Meanwhile, Pastrami digging up a lot of red rupees, a lot of money. We saw some magic in there as well.
Oh, this is a long dig game.
Just for
More-
20 bucks.
More money. All right, we are also getting the Hype Cave start on Pix's side. for the Dark
Yeah,
World.
very traditional start. If you don't have mitts, this is definitely the more preferred route to start.
Although, oh yeah, that's right. I wonder if that's faster. I bet it is. To mirror there and then walk back up and take the other portal.
I haven't really seen many people do this, to be honest. So I can't say I think it is. I feel like this is something a lot of runners would have tested by now.
Yeah. But we're checking the magic bat while we're here. It looks like we may not have checked it earlier.
Okay, then I stand corrected. If you're doing Magic Bat, then this is definitely the quicker thing to do.
Agreed.
I am surprised though. I'm guessing Keg and Pastrami just might have forgotten that their first trip in.
Well, they didn't have magic.
They did.
Okay,
I think they
Pastrami.
did
Oh,
have a
you're right. You're
sliver.
right. No, yeah, we did.
Oh,
and
wow.
the boots. Oh man. Now they're kind of kicking themselves.
Yeah, and I'm sure Pix and Laoria are gonna have that same feeling of, I wish we had that magic first time
Yeah.
in.
They're probably gonna really hope that the big game pays out with some magic. Because they still don't have any.
Now, okay, I was about to say I wasn't sure why Pastrami decided not to just go into Village of Outcasts at this point, but we are getting that back of escape play as well.
Yeah, these are pretty quick. We'll probably also do Dark Cross. Oh, what a pick up the bush.
That's a spot to get stuck. Ooh.
Yeah. Trying to slash, can't slash the bushes. Yeah, so we are gonna get the Dark Cross check here. Oh, and utilizing that fire rod with our small amount of magic, which Pix could not do because they still had no magic.
Well, and I'll say the bigger issue here is, we have a fully clearable Skull Woods right now, and both our runners not really in great magic. I'm sure both of their mentors will say, let's get that full refill in the vanilla big key room of Skull.
I think the quicker way, I won't say quicker way, but they could also bonk the tree right after the portal in the Dark World, and that'll drop
And
magic.
yeah,
right?
that's another great option. Both of them will work. And it does look like Pix and Leo are going to be heading for Magic Bat.
Yep, they did get a couple of magic drops from the dig game. Luckily, they were a little late in the dig game, so I don't know if those are. I don't think those are seeded. The random
No.
drops.
Those are not, to my knowledge.
We're gonna get some boost checks here first. We're gonna get bonk rocks on our way over to the portal, and so we are gonna get our boots. So runner's not gonna be worried about having to walk everywhere the whole seed.
Yeah, and good thing, we didn't get too much of a time difference on the collection of those boots.
Yeah, it looks like This round is gonna go check Lumberjack and then probably go up the mountain.
I would think Village of Outcasts right after this. I would not do the mountain yet. We're still not in logic for the mountain.
Yeah, no, agreed. But I guess hoping for the flute. Huh? I don't know. I think we're going to the mountain. I don't know why they would go up to Lumberjack unless we were going up the mountain, because it's kind of out of the way getting over to the portal.
Well, the way I would look at that is just the standpoint of, I know I've got a crystal to clear here in Skull. I can get all of Village of Outcasts. And I can consider Thieves Town. And realistically, of course, Pasutorami has a lot of stuff to check on the mountain here. That mirror hammer combo means we do get a lot of Death Mountain.
Yeah, we get all of the Light World, all Light Death Mountain, including Hera.
I think the only thing you could hope for is, maybe we had Hookshot before coming up, or the Titan's Mitts, or both. Agreed,
but again, a lot of checks on the mountain, so you very well could get both of those there on the mountain. I think both are reasonable plays, especially with Thieves Town being a pendant. I think. Oh, Kane of Samaria and the Chess King.
I think I heard this put best a while back was, there are good plays and there are bad plays, and then of course there are plays that are good that don't work, and there are plays that are good that do. And both of these are good plays. Just we'll see which ones do actually pay out.
Yeah, I agree with you though. I think going up the mountain with Hookshot the first time would feel a lot better. You could Hera Pot and do some stuff there. We did open Thieves Town, so I'd imagine we're gonna dip at least the first floor.
Yeah, and I that green pendant is going to be very tempting.
Yeah, no, agreed. Especially, maybe we count items. You get 3 items, maybe you don't. You get 2 items, and maybe you do.
Yeah, knowing there's that 1 item left over at the end.
Oh. Burna. And a Tempered Sword, so Thieves Town probably already worth it, even if we only do the first floor.
Yeah, and as you were saying, we've already got 2 of our items, so we do know there's at least 2 here in the dungeon with a 3rd related to that green pendant. So I gotta believe we're gonna be heading out, and I wouldn't be surprised if we do push for Skull. Although I don't know how comfortable Pix is gonna feel with a tempered green male 6-heart moth.
I think that's you may be pushing the limit, but that feels pretty not too bad. I think the Tempered Sword makes you a lot more comfortable instantly. But yeah, with the mirror also dipping the first 4 thieves is almost trivial. Just mirror right out and be done. So yeah, I think you're right. I think we are gonna push towards Skull Woods. Might check Upper Ledge on the way. Nope, we're just going straight.
And as you had suggested, Laoria and Pix not taking that full magic refill on the bonkable tree, but knowing Leo's strategy here, I gotta believe she'll be kind of pointing in the direction of the refill room.
Yep, I think that's exactly what's happening. I kind of like the bonkable tree better in this case, just because it's less transitions. It's pretty quick.
Yeah. No, that's definitely, I will agree with that one.
So funny story, with the amount of magic they have, I think they actually have enough magic to use their Quake Medallion on that tree as well, which you can also do to spend some magic to get a full magic.
Oh no, okay.
Oh, so they got hand deleted.
Yeah, actually it looks like that might have been because of the berry.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately, the extra sprites on screen. So we do lose that.
We also do have our first crystal here. here. Hera is clear.
Yeah, Blinkton, you missed it.
Yeah. Did we leave an item in the basement? I'm gonna be honest, I did not see. We're gonna kill some enemies here and get this full magic.
Yeah, realistically, I don't think you actually have to kill anything, usually for it to be okay. It's more a question of, like, you know, adding enemies, or in a sense, with the splitting of that area, I thought.
Yeah.
But we did get that full magic, so we are set to go towards the back.
Yep. And they actually took the door and then took a death warp, so that was actually kind of smart for a little bit of a time save there at the end. Nothing in the bottom of Paradox Cave.
Yeah, haven't really seen anything too much for Pastrami yet.
No, it's been pretty empty over there on the mountain, in the light side Death Mountain, including Hera. We'll see if Paradox pays out.
Paradox has pretty much been the new hype cave.
Be terrible.
Apparently by the more recent definition of hype cave, yes. I didn't realize I completely ruined one of the best caves in the game.
All right, just making our way through Skullwoods here. I feel like we're gonna go into Village of Outcast now on Pastrami's side as well. Having cleared the mountain. Oh, that's a convenient magic drop.
Unfortunately, Pix having to take taking a little bit of damage heading for that one.
Oh, they are trying to let him know that we've got that. Oh no. Just gonna take the death warp at this point. I can't say I blame him.
Unfortunately, going back a room, that door does lock behind you. Does not stay open.
That was a really good thought to take the powder out and try to powder the anti-fairy. The Gibdo just not being very kind. That's a hard room to powder an anti-fairy in with some random moving Moldorms and.
Yeah, you can kind of anticipate the Gibdo movements a little bit. They are sort of planned, but yeah, that mini Moldorm is always the worst.
Yeah, it looks like we're going straight in with the Master Sword into Skullwoods on, well, or we're going to go check Bumper Cave. Yeah.
Yeah, this appears to be Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb, I would guess, from the looks of it.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're wishing we had something other than a Master Sword for Maw.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'd rather have more than 6 hearts. And this is me speaking as, you know, a current mentor in this tournament. I'd still prefer a little more health, a little more security.
Give me 3 hearts, green mail, and a hammer, and I'm good to go. I've spent way too much time just messing around in the Moth fight out of, like, boredom. Oh, taking a death.
Yeah, unfortunate with the Moth. Doing 2 hearts of damage. If you're on green mail, one of the best things you can usually do in that fight is take a hit from a spike. Spikes are only 1 heart, so if you have a chance to kind of work out of it, that's your way out.
Yeah, it looks like we're just gonna go try to find the item in the front. Maybe come back to Moth with some more health, more safety, maybe a mail. Oh, we're not gonna go into the. Are we gonna go in the front? Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to clear the boss, but we definitely should, you know, definitely going to find out what we can get out of this.
Yeah, they were walking away, and I was a little confused. We got it now. The nice. Oh, bonk setups. Oh.
Unfortunately, a little early on the dash, and now we are too low on health for that, so. So we did see that Tempered Sword in the front of Thieves Town, chest number 2.
Yeah, I have to think that Pasutorami with the mirror and green pinned at Thieves Town is gonna. Oh, Pix taking a Gibdo death in the pinball room.
Skull was really bullying Pix tonight. You know, luckily with this still being the early rounds of the mentor tournament, it's always nice having that reassuring voice there to help out, and I'm sure Leo's just, trying to help keep Pix focused and just on task a little bit, not to get too down. But hey,
glad we came back in.
Yeah, Titan's mitts.
Yeah, but here's the front of these. We just picked up our Cane of Samaria on Pastrami's side. So here's the front of Thieves Town. We'll see if we finish. We got that mirror out already. I doubt we finish. But it's looking like Moth actually has our second item. I think Moth has our second item. Although
I'll be very interested to see what way Pix and Leo go from here. We could see some Smith Chain, or we could see Smith Chain or Graveyard Ledge and King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks, or Smith Chain, and it does look like Pix and Leo are heading towards those North Dark World checks. I don't disagree with this. They did kind of skip out on Bonk Rocks a little bit earlier.
Yeah, this feels it feels even better for them having skipped the Bonk Rocks. We're going to Lumberjack check too, I think.
Yep. Just have to be really careful here.
The screen is not kind. Yeah, but so we did leave the front of Thieves after grabbing our Tempered Sword, and the compass is the last item. So we went ahead and got all four items out of Thieves Town, all 4 front chests. And then
by the way, Aga is definitely dead.
Aga, for sure dead.
I mean, I like my cape on occasion, but definitely not going for that cape.
Yeah. Oh, Pic's a little worried, I think, here with the single heart. Wonder if we'll head into Sanctuary and refill the health.
I wouldn't believe so. Graveyard Ledge is actually really kind in that always that free refill.
That's true, yeah.
The right side, left side, everybody remembers for its 4 bombs, but the right side does have hearts. So, nice little way to get some stuff. Oh my gosh. That was
good
scary.
Recognition.
The Hinox.
All right, let's. Pastrami also getting the full magic refill on the Gibdos.
Yeah, Pic's definitely picking up that piece of heart at this point. Probably, thinking I do want some extra health just to get a little bit safer.
All right, let's see how Pastrami's Moth fight goes. Same equipment, maybe 1 extra heart. Ooh. Oh, getting him.
Dancing around and able to get that kill. Really important start. And there's our 4th sword.
Oh, geez.
So we're definitely going to have that butter sword.
Yeah, that's a pretty good find before having done any of having it for TR is kind of nice. Just for Trinex alone makes that fight pretty fast.
Yeah, we'll see how much Pastrami might have worked on that 0 cycle quick kill for Trinex.
Yeah, then we've got the looks like we're clearing all Skullwoods, so we'll get our mitts here in a little bit once we get to the big chest. Maybe even the second item. We probably won't have to go anywhere in the Thieves if we can bomb jump here. Or in Skullwoods. We'll probably get I think the first chest on the right is the big key, and then mitts are in the big chest, and then we'll know we have both items and we can just leave.
Yeah, it's going to be a definite time save for Pastrami at this point. Regardless of the fact that the kill is the most important piece here.
Yeah, and then we're going up the mountain on Pix's side, and we're going to go clear Hera and find out that there's not really anything up there.
Well, on the plus side, we are going to get some added info for the Leo and Pix side. The Pix and Leo side.
We do have mitts.
Yeah, so we're going to get a bunch of added info.
So we're about to pick up our mitts here, mirror out, and be done, or maybe just fall in. All right, what's the play on Pastrami's side, do you think?
I think we're going to get that Smith chain. And probably hammer pegs.
Yeah, I mean, not having a bow, I think I might agree with you. Oh, no, we're saving Clinton. This maybe...
In terms of the record of our runners tonight, these are part of our 2-1 group currently. So 2-1 for both of our runners, looking to continue on, some decent recent success or some success throughout these early rounds. And we're actually getting those Dark Death Mountain checks on Pastrami's side. I am really surprised by this move.
I am as well. They may want to know the Turtle Rock medallion just for that information.
Yeah, it's a definite possibility. I am just a little surprised to make this play immediately.
Yeah. Well, having gotten nothing off of the mountain, they may think that if their opponent had done Skullwoods and Village of Outcasts before them, then they would have also been making this mountain play and just trying to, kind of run on the heels so you're not last locating something that may be up here. So maybe a little bit of metagaming going on.
Yeah, it just feels a little bit chasing in some regards, and the extra mountain play is the difficult decision on that one. A lot of runners, experienced runners, will tell you you want to kind of cut down your extra mountain trips.
Oh, I think we go in Turtle Rock here.
I think
we can open it. We've got the cane. We've got a fire rod. I think we go in.
Yeah, we'll probably see Bonk Rock or the sorry, not Bonk Rocks. We'll see Super Bunny and the Bonk Shot.
The Bonk Shot. I had never heard it called the Bonk Shot. I like it. The Bonk Shot.
Although I would have probably said Super Bunny first here, just in case that hook shot was in Super Bunny, but we'll see what we get.
Maybe the hook shot. Yeah, Ken, I think probably you do Spike Cave with Burna, but I think you wait until after Turtle Rock.
Yep. Spike is your last check up here.
Yeah, I think Burna and Boots with no half magic gets you pretty comfortably through.
Technically, Burna by itself is all you need.
Really?
I believe. It's the one that's scary is actually Cape.
It drains magic.
Yeah, it does. So usually they say it's Cape in a bottle or Burna is the logical requirement.
I think Cape and half magic get you there too.
Yeah, Cape and half magic, of course.
You can do it with Cape, no half magic, and a hook shot if you're quick with your movement, but you also still need 8 to 10 hearts to do that. Right? Speaking of half magic,
we did also get that blue mail in Super Bunny, so a nice little safety. We're gonna find out. This could be an interesting play into Turtle Rock, depending on if we find that ice rod.
Yeah, I mean, even if not, the half magic's gonna feel pretty good regardless. But we could have waited on that, I think. especially after having already done Moth and Ice being a Pendant. Oh, gonna realize real quick here that we are going the wrong way without them.
I think every one of us has done it at least a few dozen times.
Agreed.
So you never forget it until the next time you forget it.
Yeah. And then you get impatient and you want to just throw the fire rod when you're going around the first time, not where we just threw it.
Yeah, and as Homemade Beer is pointing out in chat, and it is really just, if you've got 3 hearts and Berna, you are completely fine to get through Spike Cave. It's going to be really close, and it's going to take good, clean movement, but it is possible to do it. That's why in the logic actually just says, that's all you need.
Just Berna.
Yeah, it's only the cape that's the problem, and that's why, like, if you read into the logic about those kinds of things, you can get a lot out of it. But we are seeing this Turtle Rock play. Maybe gotta hope for the Ice Rod. And then we'll see if Pix and Leo head into Turtle Rock.
And the worst room in the game. I hate the Chain Chomp room. Just pull out the Berna Cane.
Yeah, especially down to 1 heart.
Get out of here.
Won't blame.
Oh no! Yeah, so we're gonna find out real quick if Leo and Pix decide that they want to go into the Cane. We may be feeling a little bit uncomfortable on Pix's side after the Moth death, some of the close calls.
I think getting the blue mail out of Super Bunny is going to help a little bit.
That's true. And these chain choppers, we can just walk between them this time. That was an intentional luckily we did that on purpose. We got to refill our health somehow.
Oh, it was RNG manipulation? I know exactly. The feeling. I've definitely done that. Purposeful death to just get better stuff later. And Pix also going into Hookshot Cave first. I'm really surprised both Pix and Pastrami going into Hookshot Cave first instead of checking out Super Bunny, but
Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I think you're gonna check both anyways, and there's a chance you get Hookshot. It's not a very big chance.
Yeah, the one thing we are seeing currently from Pastrami is everything in Turtle Rock hurts a lot. And you really don't want to be there with 7 hearts.
At least there's plenty of anti-fairies. The powder. Yeah, the pokies jumping around really hurt. They're how many hearts do they do? I think they do 2 hearts on blue mail even.
Yeah, luckily we have that powder, so we're just, every chance Pastrami's getting, we're getting the powder of an anti-fairy.
Yeah. Yeah, so both runners did go into Turtle Rock, so we're just gonna follow in each other's footsteps here. I think right now, state of the game wise, we are even minus the Moth kill and part of Turtle Rock.
Yeah, if we remove that rough Skull Woods for Pix's side, really they are pretty much completely even.
Yeah, taking another unfortunate death, and
I think that might have been a little intentional, to be honest.
Oh yeah, do we forget to go over here to get the keys?
No, just because Pix was down to half a heart, and you don't want to enter chomps with no health, as we saw from Pastrami's side.
Yes. I'm going the wrong way again. Both. Oh no, we're right. I lied. God, I get so impatient even just watching. Without the hook shot.
Pix definitely using that cane of Burna as well as Pastrami did, using that cane of Burna to get through that room.
Yeah, I
Um,
I really wouldn't blame him for using the cane of burner to get through the chops room. Luckily, the main place that the butter sword's actually going to help is in um the main place butter sword will help is going to be in the boss fight. It's not going to help too much on pokies and all these other. We are getting dark turtle room. Oh, that is the mistake that I make more than any other. Is walking off the platform after correctly bringing my Samaria platform to the middle.
it does get that hit on the. Uh-oh. Woo!
Oh, the Burna
Oh,
use.
that was so scary.
Oh, I don't know where we are. I'm a little lost.
Yeah,
Oh,
definitely a little lost there, and I think Pastrami is as well. This room can be a little scary, but definitely one of the easier dark rooms to learn. Mainly you want to use those fire bars as kind of a visual guide, and unfortunately, Pastrami taking a death in there.
yeah. Now, I will say, I learned fairly recently that the first room or the first getting to the switch platform, you can literally just hold down right and it takes you to the switch platform.
Yep,
I
definitely.
had I didn't know that originally, and I was like trying to time my downs and my rights, and much easier to not do that. So we are dipping out of Turtle Rock. It's not in logic. The back, we don't have the lamp. We tried it.
Yeah, and even after the Switch platform, there are some very consistent setups for that.
Yeah,
You're pretty much holding up and to the right until you get past that opening bit, and then you're mostly just holding down and left from there on. So, definitely a great opportunity.
yeah. I think that dark room is one of the most consistent ones. If you can, you learn the movement, you, you do it. You really can. That one's pretty consistent. You get on a platform and you ride it home.
Now, I think the big question here is, if we have some progression on Laser Bridge, this is going to be really huge
If
to
we can do our
start.
dark room on Pix's side, yeah,
Yeah.
agreed. Now we've got Pyramid Ledge, which is the heart piece. You might actually grab that at this point. We're kind of low. And Pastrami is going to grab the heart piece.
Yeah, I think that's a good play.
I think we're going over to Pod and Eastern and do some mirrorless dipping. We also have not found a bottle yet, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, definitely a little late for uh none of that. Just so everybody knows, if
Like,
you got tempered sword,
he's just
swing your
slash my
tempered
mimics.
sword. Yeah, slash the mimics.
Oh, Bombo's in there. Oh, we need
And
that.
there's that
There's
lamp
the
out of
lamp in Saha's closet. Oh no. Oh, that actually kind of feels bad. All right, so we are still going to go ahead and go into Pod, which I think we're committed now.
Yeah, to the
Without
question of pedestal, yeah, it is roughly about a 3% chance of something being there that you actually need.
now the unfortunately we can't potion or Pod camera unlock glitch with the potion. So unless we can mimic clip, we may get locked out of Pod pretty quick.
Yeah, and given that Pastrami took the time to come over here, I gotta believe we're gonna see at least a dive into Eastern afterwards. Either way.
Yep, yep. More of it is in logic. After we can go a little further into Pod now. We did get a key in the shooter room, so
And we are seeing that dark room from Pix's side.
it looks like we got it too.
Yep.
We're there. Hold left.
Yep,
And
there we
dark
go.
room complete. Yep, gonna take the safety door. We're on 3 hearts. That's probably a safe bet.
Yeah, we have some magic to get through. I think we do have enough magic to do Burnistrats on all of Laser Bridge.
I always forget that that's a thing I can do. It's just use my invincibility items. Oh, we're getting some good laser skips though. Oh, got a good one. Looks like we're gonna try it with our first hearts, or we'll just take the death.
Yeah, and technically, as part of the logic in recent updates, you don't actually need Mirror Shield or Invincibility to get these items.
I think that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, laser skips are in logic, but nothing there.
Nothing
so
there.
Now, we are not saving and quitting. I think this might be that play we talked about earlier with the Spike Cave.
Yeah, because we didn't see that from we save and quit out of Turtle Rock.
But I would say, hopefully, Pix does climb, or at least head into Dark Death Mountain up here, because we got no magic.
Yeah, we need to probably grab the one in Super Bunny Cave. There's a full magic in Super Bunny Cave, right? So I'm imagining Leo's gonna let Pix know.
Yeah, so we are getting that TR portal.
Yeah, there's also some full magic if you just walk into TR, which is probably quicker. Actually, it's definitely quicker. Just go into TR. Or not. But we're gonna get the one in Super Bunny Cave.
As long as we get some magic.
Yeah, I think it's just one less transition if you go into Turtle Rock, right?
Probably?
Yeah, because, it's just one less. Yeah, but we are getting the Spike Cave play. This could be pretty big if there's something in Spike Cave. Very big. Half magic and Burna makes it pretty much free.
We had a vanilla big key over in Eastern Palace for Pasutorami. And we are about to get...
Which is in logic with the lamp we found in Saha's closet.
But Eastern and Pod really not...
Oh man, Spike Cave with the bow. Oh no. This is really good for Pix. And really unfortunate for Pasutorami.
Yeah, Pix is definitely going to take this, and we're going to get full clears of Pod and Eastern in a single dip. And
this is
Pix
huge.
is going to have the lamp for it. So really, this is really nice timing.
Yeah, that's huge. You know, if we head back to... I don't even know when you would head back to Spike Cave. It's a single item. I don't think we're heading back up the mountain until we get Hookshot.
Yeah, even Ice Rod's probably not enough to send Pasutorami up there.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna go get Catfish. Looks like, and we might splash the... Well, no, we can't. No, we can. We got the cane.
We got the cane. We got the magic. We got the good boomerang, and we got bombs.
And no magic.
Oh yeah, no magic. But as you said earlier, we got a shovel.
Oh jeez. Oh man, I wonder if that's ever happened. Somebody just digging for magic with a shovel.
For magic, I can't recall, but I will say, actually, I can say, magic and arrows. I have definitely seen runners go for both of those.
Dude, that just must feel so big brain. Let's see what the Catfish has for us today.
I don't know if you feel big brain or bad
Flippers.
brain. Oh my gosh.
It's the wrong fish. with the flippers. That actually feels really good, actually, because now we can just do our flippers checks. We're already up here.
Yeah, and for Pastrami, this might actually lead to Ice Palace if we just can get some magic.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ice is a Pendant. That's probably bad for him. Oh, for picks. You said you meant Pastrami.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't know when we go back up to Catfish with the picks either. Especially after being able to pull your pot in Eastern. I mean, do you do it right afterwards, or do you say, all right, well, we gotta go kill Moth, figure out what Moth has still?
Yeah, the difficult part for picks there is had already done the Pyramid Ledge.
Yeah, exactly. And so that's what I'm saying. I don't know when we go back up and check. And we checked Graveyard Ledge earlier in King's Tomb, I think. So you use Catfish is very isolated with the flippers. We are gonna need those for Swamp Palace. So I have a feeling we're not getting a bow for anytime soon because we're going straight into Swamp here. There's 6 items there. That's looking really juicy. So
Oh, and we might actually be getting
Ice Rod Cave. We
Yeah.
skipped it on Pastrami's side. I don't think they go into. There's no way we do Ice before. Well, I guess you might do Ice Palace before Hookless Swamp. So we don't have Hookshot yet. So the Hookless Swamp. What are our choices, right? We've got unclear. We can't go. We've got Hookless Swamp or Ice Palace. So we're kind of in a rough spot here because you don't want to go back up the mountain, obviously, to get the bow out of the Spike Cave. You don't know it's there. I don't know what's your play here. Do you go into Ice or Pendant Ice, or do you go into Hookless Swamp?
I think we're gonna get at least the Hobo first, but yeah, I don't know. The other possibility, like, I don't like the options.
No,
if I'm in Pastrami's shoes here,
it's real gross.
Yeah, unfortunately, the plays are, make the Ice Palace play, make the Hookless Swamp play.
That's it. I mean, we're still looking for the flute because we're gonna either the flute or the book because we got to get in the desert somehow. So, that's really not looking pretty. Yeah, we'll see what Hobo has for us. We are going to get the rest of these pod checks here on Pix's side since we did find that bow in Spike Cave. Man, that Catfish check is just looming, though, not having the flippers. But we're going to get forced into that pretty quick, I think, actually. On Pix's side, after clearing both Pod and Eastern. Hobo not really having much of anything. Yeah, I don't know what the play is for Pastrami here. I don't know if you go into Ice while you're over here or you head into Hookless Swamp. This is kind of looking like an Ice play, given that we're still swimming and not saving in Quentin.
I just don't know what we're gonna do for the magic side of things because that's nothing. There's no magic there.
We have no magic. Yeah, we're gonna realize it real fast. We don't even have a Fire Rush. Ooh. Get that shovel out. Go back to the light work. Oh, we're getting a hammer jump on Fix's side.
I'm surprised by this play, having that mirror, but
this may be a practice. Just practice hammer jump. Look at that, successful.
With the 2 bombs, by the way, that is a lot harder of a variant of that move.
Yeah,
and
you know what?
Pulling it off first try.
Look, showing it off to the Restream audience. No, I like that. I like that. Show what you've learned. That a newer runner, you probably don't know hammer jump. So that shows some work. Oh, we're gonna get Smith Chain here on Pastrami's side, so that's what we're doing. So neither ice nor we were gonna do ice, but couldn't do ice, so now we're going into hookless, or we're going into Smith Chain. Still looking for that bow, so I guess I can't fault this. Having it's just unfortunate knowing where the bow is, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, a big out for Pastrami here would be finding our other bow.
For sure. Kane and Samaria to hit this switch. If you could do it quickly, it is faster because you don't have to switch to Kane.
Unfortunately, Pick's not going to be able to get up to sword beams. Took a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, we are getting the purple chest now, so we're getting full Smith Chain.
Yep. Oh yeah, we've already done K45. Just leave it. You're fine. We've already done K45.
Maybe Pastrami doesn't know that one yet?
Oh, we got a bottle. We got a bottle out of Smith's chain,
Right.
so we can check Sick Kid.
So yeah, we do need to take...
So we do need the chest.
Yep, at least for this long. But the chest is not like Sick Kid. They don't get along.
No. We also need to probably pick up the chest before we go back into our portal. Otherwise, we're going to be heading back and picking up some rocks again. All right, we got it. Now we can let the chest go. Goodbye, chest. Yep. All right, we're getting ready to have our Helmasaur fight over here on Pix's side.
Yeah, and this will tie back up the crystal count, so...
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, if we don't get a flute or an ice rod here, we're probably dipping some Pendant Dungeons or a book. We're running out of Overworld. And Helmasaur is down, and that is our second crystal from Pix's side. We are tying the crystal count here because we did manage to pick off the moth on Pastrami's side.
And unfortunately, nothing of real value on Helmasaur or in Palace of Darkness. So
or on Purple's chest.
So Agina.
Agina it is. Yeah, we'll check the desert ledge, and while we're here, why not? Just some bombs. Heading up to Agina, and then I guess we're pretty funneled at this point into Ice Palace. We need to go find some magic and go into Ice Palace. I mean, unless they make the incredible call to go up the mountain for Spike Cave alone.
Well, and unfortunately, the other thing for Pastrami is, of course, Laser Bridge, and that's going to be weighing on, their mind.
Yeah. Lucky for them, we know that there's nothing there. At this point, they're probably going to commit that the Laser Bridge is not anything important. Although, I don't know how you make that call having the lamp in Zaha's closet. So that actually might be good for them, honestly. The fact that the Laser Bridge is still up there and we hadn't done Spike Cave yet may be good for Pastrami, because it may actually force them up the mountain sooner if it really is weighing on their mind. The sooner we head up the mountain, the sooner we'll get our bow. I think we're going to buy some safeties here.
Well, I think this is going to be a green potion purchase, immediate chug, and then a play into ice.
Yep. I mean, alternatively, we could buy another potion and head into pod. But I think you're right. I think this is an ice play. Save and quit to the house. No, we're going to the mountain. This is good. Maybe this is the Spike Cave play. Maybe that's why we bought the green potion. That would be a hero call.
And no, the pet is not open. We don't have any way to do mire. Pastrami does have the mirror open. Is this going to be a play to laser bridge first? If so, this could be rough.
Yeah, rough, but maybe not rough, depending on where the other bow is, because I think it's going to take him into Spike Cave after.
I hope so. I really do.
But you're right. We're going into Turtle Rock again. We're going to go take out that dark room, get all our checks in laser bridge, and then hopefully head over to Spike Cave.
And unfortunately, while this will hopefully bring us over to checking Spike Cave, the bigger issue here is just the added runs up the mountain now for Pastrami.
Yeah, they're starting to add up.
Pix has done one run up the mountain and only has Hookshot Cave, Ether Tablet, and Trinex left, whereas Pastrami first trip did Light Death Mountain. Second trip did Dark Death Mountain and most of TR. Third trip is going to do more TR and hopefully Spike, and then have to make at least one more trip with Hookshot and or Ice Rod.
Yeah.
So that's one of those things that a lot of runners are going to tell you is, every trip up the mountain is another couple of minutes you're spending.
Yeah.
So the more you can limit it, the better off you are.
And we have to struggle through this stupid chain chomp room one more time. Oh, 2 more times. We know for a fact we have to do it twice more. I guess 1 more now. Because we're not finding an Ice Rod in PR.
Yeah. So we got at least a 4th climb later.
Yeah, that's a lot of mountain climbing.
And really, that kind of negates the Pix's death early to the Moth. Yeah, unfortunately, just a little too far to the right there, so wasn't able to get it. And
almost saved it.
And there's Pix's first bottle.
Yes, we almost actually saved that kill there. We were just barely too short or too late on the arrow against the last Starmost Knight. Just about back to that dark room on Strami's side.
And there you go. You were right. Pix not heading up to Catfish for those flippers, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's a tough call. It's so isolated for them, and they don't have flippers, so you can't route it in with Zora in the waterfall. And so you're like, well, once I know I'm getting flippers, it's almost the worst case scenario for Pix to not have flippers on Catfish.
What I will say is I know Pix has been working on, or at least been looking into some of those kind of techniques. So maybe a Quakefish play on to do Zora with the intent of doing fake flipper or splash deletion, I mean.
Yeah, we just killed Armos Knights. You'd have to reset your Ansela. But
true. But we are going to get that replay.
Help us out there.
We are going to get that replay onto Skull Woods for Pix, so...
Yeah, so you're thinking we're going to go see, probably after this, see a current jump over.
No, I think we're going to get Smith Chain.
Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Yep, we're gonna do Smith Chain, and then you left with pretty much Catfish. So I guess we're gonna get funneled over there.
Oh no. Ooh, this is really rough now on Pastrami's side.
Oh, we didn't go to Spike Cave. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Wow. I'm hoping there's another bow somewhere out there in the world right now, but oh man, that is a heartbreaker.
We're going to Hookless Swamp, I think. Or Ice.
Yeah, this looks like the Ice play.
Ice play. We're going to probably go into Hookless Swamp after Ice if we don't find a bow. And then we're not going to find a...
Yeah, it's kind of rough. I mean, you look at this, I can understand why we would skip Spike Cave, honestly. Spike Cave is a very slow check. It's a lot of time to invest.
Yeah, the one saving grace here is that the bow didn't actually get us anything other than some crystals.
And a single dip of that area.
And a single dip of the area, yes.
Yeah, so like this has been, the hardest part for this race is just, each runner having to do double dips of certain areas. Pix having to redo Skull Woods, and Pastrami having the mountain in the eastern area for extra dips.
Pix just saying, you know what, I'm done with this small fight. I'm gonna grab the Burna cane. Just gonna go run into him.
I mean, it does damage. It does fighter sword damage.
It sure does. And we could slash and hope we get slashes on it. Moth is dead. That's all that's important.
Yeah, and that's crystal number 4 for Pix. So Pix opening up a little bit of a crystal lead here. Pastrami hoping that maybe those flippers are gonna pay off soon.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else Pix has to do. And I think Smith Chain and Catfish is everything. I think we've done all our mirror checks that we could do without the book. So
yeah,
we're gonna get funneled into those flippers fairly soon here. And I think you're right after Smith Chain.
Yeah, I think that's the last thing that Pix has right now. Smith Chain into
Catfish.
Catfish right afterwards.
Yep, and we're getting Icebreaker trick over here on Pastrami's side. Trying to sword buffer. I know you like sword buffering, the left input. Seen you do it several times.
Yeah, I prefer the sword buffer. I don't always get the left facing, so I like all the strategies that people talk about fixing it. But everybody's got their own way to do it, and it's something you can really put a lot of time into practicing.
I just kind of tap. I just tap and just keep doing it until I finally face left. Tap up or tap down until I get it right. Just do the one frame input. I should probably menu buffer it. It's probably safer and it would be faster. But we'll get it here.
Yeah, and really, this is one of the best parts of this tournament. Having that mentor, Keg and Laoria, definitely very experienced runners, able to kind of just guide our runners through this and be like, hey, this is what you're aiming for. This is kind of what you want to do. And able to just say, hey, here's how you do this trick, and let's just work through it. There's definitely that intention for a runner in this tournament to say, I want to win a race. But at the same time, that's not necessarily the biggest goal. The bigger goal is just finish a seed and hopefully, learn something along the way. This is an opportunity for people to just get experience and get into this community.
Yep, and there we go. Successful Icebreaker. And I can say from my own personal experience to speak to that, this community's been great. Everyone is so helpful. I was brand spanking new just 6 weeks ago. Everyone has been so wonderful, and I've had a ton of fun. So right, so far nothing in ice.
Yeah, but we gotta find something soon.
Yeah, we're running out of places. We got Hookless Swamp, and from what we know, we have Hookless Swamp and the rest of this ice palace, and that's literally everything. So I'm starting to think Hookless Swamp is oh, we have the Back of Thieves and Green Pendant.
Yeah, Green Pendant Thieves as well.
Oh no.
None of our options are lovely.
No, I think we probably actually go back to Thieves Town before we do Hookless Swamp.
Yeah, and we could actually see the play back to Thieves for Leo and Pix.
I agreed. Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if Leo's kind of like making that call and saying, you might want to go there.
Yeah, I mean, it's that or ice, I think, for Pix.
Well, I can't imagine Leo's going to endorse a play into flipperless ice.
Oh, that's right, we don't have flippers yet. Yeah, we might see Thieves before Catfish. You're right, okay. Oof. Man, both these runners are in not very enviable positions for completely different reasons. Yeah, where is our flute? Or our book? That's a good point. We probably should have been paying attention to the logic in Ice Palace to see if it's quick locked. Oh, that. Oh no. Grab that full magic.
Okay, and yeah, here's that play. I think this is going to be the Quakefish. It looks like Pix might have been setting up to do a fake flipper up to the potion shop area, but I think Leo might have said, no, we're going straight to Catfish and potion shop. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Pix do a potion run here tied along with Quakefish.
Yep, I think you're right. Is that everything out of ice? Is that all 3 items? I just saw a heart container. I know we got a heart piece a minute ago. Or is it just 2? I guess at this point you might as well kill Cold Stare.
I think for Pastrami and Keg, the thought might be we're missing something. Maybe we're about to find flute, and this really is a ped seed. You don't count on it. As we were saying earlier, and chat was saying earlier, 3% of seeds are ped seeds.
Yep.
But at a certain point, you get a little worried when you're not finding something. And unfortunately for them, it is Spike Cave for that bow. And beyond that, I don't know. We don't know where the next piece of progression is.
No,
we think it's flipper locked.
Yeah, we're.
Oh, and no, this is not actually green pendant. This is our red pendant.
This is red pendant. Yeah, that's what I was saying. We found all the items in ice, and so I was thinking, we're already in ice. Cold Stare's not a slow fight with Gold Sword. You might as well finish it, because at this point you're probably thinking this might be a ped seed. We're still a couple items for go. We find the flute. Ice Rod could very easily be unped. But we did get our flippers over on Pix's side, so we're gonna do these Zora checks, do all of our flippers checks. Looks like Hookless Swamp on Pastrami's side. Let's hope that we get Hook Shot in Hookless Swamp for Pastrami's sake, so that we are tempted to do Spike Cave.
Well, I don't even know if we're going to be tempted to go back up there. Like, I feel like Ice Rod's going to need to be the item that kind of sends us back.
No, you're very right. Oof. This is a bad spot. I'm feeling bad for Pastrami, because I think you're right. I just don't know what sends you back up there until you're like, well, what if it's Spike Cave? I'm just making the call, but
because I have to believe, both Pastrami and Keg are kind of thinking like, what are we missing? And after 3 mountain trips, do you really want to go back up there? Like, I just don't know how you make that call.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I was actually kind of curious as to the most recent time we climbed the mountain and did the Dark Room and TR. I'm not sure why we didn't go do Spike Cave. There was never going to be another time to do it.
Well, and unfortunately, the big thing is that it's the run back to Spike Cave.
Yeah, no,
realistically,
you're right.
We saw the time investment that Leo and Pix put into that move was just, Pix had to mirror from that ledge, jump down, run back up, and then run across the Spike Cave. It was not a quick check. And in this case, it did pay out.
Yeah, I guess if you were really comfortable with your laser skips or had plenty of magic to check laser grids and didn't want to take the safety door, then you could just mirror out and you'd still be at the big chest. So you're right.
Yeah. Either way, you'd have an atrocious climb back up.
Yeah,
unfortunately, so
kind of gross. Yeah, Hookless Swamp. Ugh. Hey, at least we got the big key. We get 1 extra check.
It's just delayed gratification, honestly.
I know, but for later, if we're still looking for the Ice Rod when we're clearing Swamp for real, you don't have to come back in. You found it in the front. getting the bomb starts. Oh, missing the throw. I love the bomb strats in the Pingator room. They're just very satisfying. Kaesden, we have seen Smith Chain from both runners, actually, I believe.
Yeah.
And so we're literally down to the Back of Thieves and Hookless Swamp.
Yep.
We know there's nothing in ice.
Either it's one of our swamp items or it is. Why are we seeing? Oh, we had the hookshot. We found hookshot.
We did find hookshot in swamp. I think it was in the big chest, actually. Oh,
Vanilla
definitely. It was vanilla hookshot. Yes.
Gross.
That's good for Pastrami.
Well, and I gotta believe that's gonna be where Pix goes next. So
yeah, I mean, we have nowhere else.
well, and in some ways, this could be even worse for Pastrami. I mean, the big question, of course, still is book or flute for Desert Palace.
Yeah, the best situation for Pix is if we get funneled straight into Hookshot Cave after doing the Back of Thieves. We don't find the flute. We find if our progression, either the book or the flute, is in Hookshot Cave. That's good for Pastrami. Ice Rod. There's also Left Side Swamp. Oh, so we're bow from go mode. Bow and book or flute. You know, one of those is in. Oof. Where are we going? Oh, we found the hookshot. That's right. We can figure this out.
Realistically, the big thing that Pastrami really needs right now is the other bow.
Yeah, the other bow. We just kind of really hoping the other bow's in the back of swamp here. That would equalize this race quite a bit, I think. I think you'd still be behind on Pastrami's side, but really not nearly as bad. Getting the diver down, taking a couple tries. That was still pretty quick. And there's the man. Swamp is just the place to be. So now we really are bow from go mode on Pastrami's side.
So we are in no mode as a commentary booth.
Yeah, this is very, very unfortunate for Pastrami's side. There's almost certainly, if they could get into Mire, we're clearing Mire before we decide to go back up for Spike Cave. So yeah, really, his only out is another bow.
Yeah, we need a bow on Argus here, or in the path of Desert.
Yep.
Just something to keep Pastrami not having to go back up the mountain for another time, and then leave and come back. Like, yeah, we know there's a fourth climb coming. We're just hoping that we don't need a fifth.
Yep, and then we were gonna really hope that I'd imagine that we're gonna need a pretty decent chunk of a lead on Pastrami's side if he does find the other bow in Desert or somewhere, because then you'll be against a silver arrowed Pix.
But Argus is not our other bow.
Unfortunately not. I'm sure that we'll go into Desert next.
Yeah, we're going to get a save and quit pretty quick here.
Looks like we're walking over to the portal over on Pix's side. I think that's where we're going. I think I might have saved and quit here. Went to the house.
But for Pastrami, we are getting the activation of our flute, and we're about to see Desert.
Holding the sword out for immediate activation.
Actually, realistically, with the boots, we don't even have to worry about that sword holdout.
Oh, because you can hook dash or flute
Yep.
dash, I guess, right? Yeah.
Yep. Flute dash. Item dashing will have the same effect. So either works.
Yeah,
But
I'm
this is
personally.
always
Oh, I was gonna say I'm personally a fan of just quick swapping back and forth. Just quick swap off a flute back to flute, and it also has the same effect.
our bow was in Spike Cave.
Yes. By the end of the seed, Pastrami is going to be a professional climber. I'm really just hoping for the bow in one of these checks somewhere.
And even then, I'm not sure if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, we still got to go clear Eastern and clear Pod. Although we are completely in go mode as soon as we do find that bow. So, you know, the worst case scenario is the other bow is just in Gannis Tower and we last location Spike Cave.
Another bottle.
Did you see whether or not Meyer was enterable? I don't know if we checked.
According to
Oh, it's
our
Ether. That's really good.
according to our tracker Tenit, it is Ether Medallion. So
Yeah, that's actually very good for Pastrami. I have to think that if we had access, we would have just done all of Meyer after Desert.
well,
If we don't find a bow, we
I
might
have
find
to believe
Ether.
that hook shot and ice rod will be more tempting than Meyer.
That's true.
And even if those weren't more tempting, Thieves Town, I would hope, is more tempting than Meyer.
Everything
Meyer
is
is
more.
slow.
Yeah, but it's so yeah. No, there's nothing good about Meyer. You're right.
And there's our first item out of Desert Palace, just a pack of arrows.
Pastrami finding all the arrows and none of the bow.
And there's that vanilla hook shot for picks.
Oh, are we gonna go? Oh, I hope we go into left side. Oh no. Looks like they're gonna skip it for now.
And I think there were 2 items on left side, so I'm hoping
There
there's
were.
going to be a bit of an agreement to do left side if we don't find our items. Obviously, you know, we haven't gotten some stuff, so.
Yeah.
But.
Flute's in left side swamp.
No,
Flute was actually here. Flute's right here.
Ice Rod is left side.
Ice Rod is left side swamp. Ah, man, the flute is just gonna lead them away from left side swamp, though.
I hope not. I really do.
No.
This is a rough one.
This is unfortunate item placements here. Oh, that's gross. I mean, they may be feeling behind having, you know, essentially last located the hook shot. Like, they may decide that they need to skip it. Have a chance.
And yes, we had a vanilla hook shot. Oh. Yeah, and unfortunately that, like, as we know, that Spike Cave is kind of risky here, or like has been kind of evading Pastrami and Keg, but left side swamp, if Pix and Leo leave, I don't know when you go back.
Yeah, but I think Kaesden has a good point that, you know, we've already cleared TR. And so the mountain isn't that attractive looking for one item for go mode.
Yeah, Kaesden could be right on that one. And, you know, Kaesden has raced a lot with Leo and knows a bunch about her own kind of feelings on routing. So we'll see what happens.
We got Jon Stu thinking they're going to leave, though.
Yeah, everybody's not sure, and I don't know either. I'm really curious.
This one's a rough call either way. I think I don't know. If you're feeling really behind, you probably don't go back in.
Moment of truth.
No, we're leaving.
They're leaving.
We're leaving. Oh no. This is really good for the race and for the viewers, though. I mean, I think we have to go up the mountain. We're out of checks on. We're gonna buy some safeties, but I think we're out of checks on Pastrami's side.
Thieves.
Oh, and that, yeah, you're right. Thieves. Just the back of thieves.
We have a race again.
We do. I think they're going up the mountain for Trinex. Buying the safeties like that. I don't know why you would need them for the back of thieves. Yep, we are. So just 2 more climbs for Pastrami as long as we check Spike Cave on the way out of TR.
Well, and for Pastrami, you know, gonna be in go mode with that bow, and
Yeah.
has the big keys to both, or has the big key to Eastern Palace, so it's really just a run for Armos. And for the pod play, I think
We got big key
that was
out
the
of
front.
yeah. We got big key off of the bridge chest in the switch room, the floating platform room. So yeah, we got that because we got a key in the shooter room, so we were able to go over there. Oh, the fairy just trolling. Yeah, I honestly, that skipping of left side swamp, I think actually may put Pastrami in the lead, or at least very close. It's really hard to tell because we're running out of checks either way.
Yeah, I think the worst thing for picks at this point is.
Oh, are we going to Spike Cave first? No, Hookshot Cave first.
No.
Okay. I was like, why would we do Spike Cave first? Oh, the mushroom. No, I hope it doesn't lead them back down to the mushroom before Spike Cave.
But yeah, I think the one thing we don't want to see here is Ether Medallion. We are hoping for Ether and GT.
Yeah, Trinex drop an Ether Medallion would not be good.
Well, no, I think for Pastrami, that's not the worst thing. Like, I feel like you have to do Spike Cave here. I mean, if Pix and Leo decide to go to like Thieves Town after this, and Ether's in the back of Thieves.
Oh no, we're on Green Pendant.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, going to the back of Thieves actually is gonna feel pretty bad. We know that at least because you're gonna want to turn the Green Pendant in after having gotten nothing. Just more time sink.
Yeah, and it's tough. You find 2 progression items in the Swamp Palace.
Yeah.
How much do you expect a third?
I don't know. I mean, technically the same amount that you would expect any other item.
True.
It's a little hard to overcome a confirmation bias.
But Pix heading now into the Landmo fight, about to get that 6th crystal. Just that Ice Rod from Go. Meanwhile, Pastrami heading for crystal number 5 with the Trinex kill.
Yeah, so Silverbane, officially, yes, this is basically a race to see who checks Spike Cave versus goes back to the left side swamp. I'm actually beginning to think that Pastrami may have a lead even with 2 crystal bosses to kill. Because he'll be able to go mode as soon as we get to Spike Cave. And we already have the big keys. This race is just playing on my emotions. I don't know who's in front. Will they check Spike Cave? Giving Trinex the fire rod to the face.
Set up for that spin. And nice double spin and a slap.
There we go. Quick kill on the Trinex bust. Maybe it'll have a bow. We will just never check Spike Cave and then we'll be let down.
Good news. Pasutorami has switched to hammer.
Okay, that is good news. Yes. We skipped out on the bottle for Pix and Laoria. Oh, are we going back to left side swamp right away? I think we are.
This is a race. Oh my god.
I mean, this to me is saying that now Pix is going to be ahead because all we have is TR, and we're about a mountain climb and 2 crystal bosses behind here on Pastrami's side. So I think Pix probably has. Oh no!
Pyramid
Where we
Fairy.
going? Pyramid Fairy. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Oh no.
Yeah, and unfortunately at this point, I'm not surprised to play for Pix and Leo.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Yeah, at this point, where's your density? What's your quick play?
Not
This is
left
probably
side
your
swamp.
quickest. Yeah.
The density is not left side swamp. That bow is gonna feel terrible for Pastrami though. They probably now are feeling very behind. But we know they're not. Yeah, and luckily the 2 crystal dungeons that we were unable to clear are right next to each other. Oh no, the book. Oh, this is just more time sink. More stuff to check. They might even check the pedestal.
No.
We're checking Ether Tablet. And Hookshot Cave, I guess.
Yeah, that is the densest play that they have left.
We're probably gonna kill Trinex over here.
Can't.
Pix making the play into the cave. Man, this is a roller coaster. I thought we were dead in the water on Pastrami's side, but it looks like they're gonna have a lead going into GT for sure, almost.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the more time that we spend looking for that ice rod, it just is, I think at this point, Pastrami has the lead for sure.
I would agree with that. Yeah, so we're probably gonna go check Hookshot Cave, come back. Oh, we're getting dead rocked. Yeah, kill the dead rocks. That was satisfying for everyone watching.
We've all wanted to.
Yeah, so we're about to get our 6th crystal on Pastrami's side, just checking this empty hookshot cave for picks. Getting the quick kill, the Armos Knights. Good fight there. We're gonna immediately turn to the mushroom on Pixie's side. One of the worst things about Ice Rod being the last item for Go mode is that it can literally be anywhere except for in GT and on Ganon, or on Trinex. So I think it is correct. Just make the density play over and over again until you find it. And, honestly, the density play now is going to be most likely the Back of Thieves or Swamp Palace with Bombos Tablet, which I think are the same number of items. Actually, I think there's more items at Swamp. So we're probably going to head over to Bombos Tablet.
Yeah, if there was a chance, this is it. But unfortunately, with a mountain climb, they're going to each have the mountain climb, but Pix having to do all of TR or go through TR is going to be a lot of time.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the difference. Is going to be I think by the end of this, we're going to be a TR clear and mountain climb behind on Pix's side after checking Bobo's tablet. I really hope they go into left side swamp after checking Bobo's tablet. If you're already here in the Dark World, you almost need to. You made this call. Just 50 rupees on the tablet. I have to imagine this is our left side swamp play. Pastrami did get the sword beams, which just kind of makes the back of this dungeon a little nicer. And then taking the damage intentionally so we don't have sword beams for these turtles. Pretty smart.
Yeah, definitely a heads up play there.
Yeah, so we are going into left side swamp, so we're going to be in go mode shortly for picks. I say shortly, but it still is left side swamp. It doesn't feel short. Pastrami saving a total of 2 slashes in time save over Hicks and taking out Helmasaur, having killed Moth first.
And there it is, crystal number 7 for Pastrami. Gonna head back up the mountain for, unfortunately,
sixth time? Fifth? I don't know, a lot of times.
A 5th time this seed, but gonna work out. It is, it's where we have to go.
There's really no other choice. While we head up here and do our climb towards Ganon's Tower here on Pastrami's side, let's, give it up for our runners here. Put on a show. Give them a follow. Thanks to our tracker, Tenit, and our Restreamer, Kaesden. And thanks to the Go Mode podcast for, putting on this wonderful tournament. But there's a little game we like to play a lot of times on trying to figure out where that key is going to be in Ganon's Tower. We have 22 choices. Some number 1 through 22, that will be the key. We like to just make our guesses in chat. What do you think it's going to be today?
Oh, I usually I like an early number. 7's good. We'll see what that routing is.
I'm gonna keep saying 5 until I'm right.
That's a good way to play it. You know, eventually you're always going to be right.
Yeah, someday.
Someday.
I kind of like hope room into Stealthos room, and it's in the Stealthos room. I always play the exact same way. Here we go. Here we're about to get that ice rod in the final chest of Swamp Palace, and we're gonna feel pretty terrible. So, yep, we're a mountain climb and TR behind.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't think that's.
Yes, and heads up to Pasutorami. Next time we play, we should turn on the option for photosensitivity. All right, just climbing up the mountain. Not sure why we're going this way for Vix.
Maybe just the number of times we've been dead rocked.
Yeah, that's actually that's a good point. Oh, we're gonna grab the extra heart off the torch. Did we check the first 2 chests in Hope Room, or did we skip Hope Room? We're going full left.
This might be a Dark Magician as well.
Oh, true. The slashing of the Stealthos suggests it's not. Meter shield. I think this is full left.
Appears to be.
Oh, we're already 5 checks in, so I lose again. All right. The dreaded Chomper room coming up. Even when you've already gotten the chest, it still is terrible. Oh, Hope was checked. Totally was. And you can see some of the excitement on Pastrami's side, grabbing the wall frantically. It's always exciting getting up to a climb and still being in the race. That would be, what, 12 so far? So Bob's chest would be 13 if we did clear Hope Room. Or did I miss one? I think I missed one. This is 14.
No, that would have been 13.
Yeah, so this coming up is 14.
Yeah.
Getting the bonks portal skip. That looks much harder than it actually is. Getting one last time and hoping that Bob has our key so that you don't have to kill Armos Knights. Not today. We had a really good quick kill on the regular Armos Knights. Let's see if we can get a quick kill on the Ice Armos Knights. Oh, we're just gonna take him out 3 arrows at a time. This is fine. This is just as fast. Well, not just as fast, but also fairly fast. We got Burna strats though.
Yeah, unfortunately, switching off of the bow, trying to conserve arrows, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
and it is a right side big key or going to be tile room. Now, the interesting thing here is this won't be enough for picks to make up all the time, but I am familiar with Laoria's personal feelings on GT big key, and I believe there were enough keys. Laoria usually prefers a right side hope room, and then if there are enough keys left side, she actually recommends going right side. So we might see that if Pix decides to also adapt that strategy tonight.
That would be a good for the race. Pix taking out Trinex. That is the 7th crystal heading into GT. And if you're correct, we are really only right sides. Oh, we are getting silver arrows. That's not a good thing for Pix.
Hey, there's Ether.
There's our Ether tablet.
And we got tile room. So unfortunately,
this is not going to help. Unless they feel very behind and make the gamble for tile room. There's not much chance we're not clearing the entirety of Ganon's Tower. What a terrible big key location. Which one of you decided to be mean and picked 22? No one. Good for you guys. I guess Silverbane wins with his 18. Price is Right rules, right? Closest?
Pretty much.
Too bad we didn't go get that cape off of Aga's ledge. Off a lumberjack.
Oh, it's a fun game to dodge tiles and do nothing.
I like to slash at them. It's way more fun.
I like to throw a boomerang.
Yeah, that one's also very fun, yeah. Yep, definitely not doing tile room.
Yeah, no.
We are starting our climb here on Pasutorami side. Mirror Shield and Silver Arrows makes these mimic rooms fairly simple. They can shoot at us all they want. Yep, Leo correctly going up to get that extra key, which is just going to end up being a little bit more time loss. But we probably saved it back, not getting the torch. Starting the gauntlet on Pasutorami side, though. Gonna make some liberal use of the fire rod, it seems.
I mean, you got half magic. Why not?
Yeah. Man, can we just talk about how bad the seed must feel just because of some of the last couple of things that have happened? Like, we had to go into left side, we had to go into swamp to get a vanilla hook shot, and left side swamp to get our ice rod. And then Ganon's Tower just decides that the key has to be in the tile room.
I mean, that's
it's just like a south. It's justice.
I don't know.
What did they do to you?
These two people? I mean, Pastrami and Pix, I guess nothing. You're right. They don't deserve it.
We're through the gauntlet. We've finished off Lambos 2. Ooh, missing the Samaria block on the Wiz Robes. Taking him out, I think we probably have a big enough of a lead that we're going to be okay. Silver arrows and butter sword. The Ganon fight should be fairly trivial.
Yeah, butter definitely makes that a better feeling with silvers. So, we are well armed for this. We could have red mail somewhere, but who needs it?
Yeah, who needs it? I think we've got some blue potion. We got a blue potion, I believe, anyways. Leo and Pix about to get the good news here after killing the Armos Knights. The tile room needs to be visited today.
They are going to be able to save some time on this Armos kill, having those silvers.
That's a good point. And we have our geometry lesson here. That's a pretty good pattern. I think that
nice
might have been a triple.
Yeah, that looked to be a triple there. So
well,
really
this is
nice.
also a very good pattern. Almost another. That was almost a 2-cycle agate too. That could have been awesome. This is some good agate 2. Good agate 2 play there from Pastrami. I like the Canis Samaria strats to dodge out on the. There's only so much you can do in the tile room.
Pretty much. Make it fun.
I appreciate it. We're dropping into Ganon here. Just 6 slashes phase 1, 6 slashes phase 2, and then leave. Still 6 spins. I think it's 8 spins. I'm not sure.
It's 12 spins no matter what if you want to do silverless.
Is it 12? Oh yeah, we have silver arrows. Four arrows.
Yeah, technically tempered spins and butter spins are the same. So
that's right. I feel like I knew that.
We did see the cape earlier, by the way. It was on the Aga ledge. So that's why we're not seeing it.
Pastrami not wasting any time with this Ganon fight, deciding, you know what, I'm just not even going to try to dodge phase 2. We're just going to use Burna. I have silver arrows. I don't really need this much magic. Probably don't even need the torch glitch. Oh, setting up the double.
Yeah, unfortunately, one of the things you have to realize that Pastrami trying to shoot double arrows there, technically you can't. I think that was an untimed slash.
It definitely was. Now we can double him.
What causes Ganon to teleport is actually a pushing him onto an edge or over an edge. When he hits that edge, he teleports. So you really have to push him away from the sides, but that does it for Ganon on Pastrami's side. Does. Just needs to cross that bridge. There we go.
GG's to Pastrami with an official race time GG of 1:57.04,
giving Pastrami first place and advancing on to the 3-1 group for next week. So still great positioning to try and be in the gold sword bracket, and as well as possibly even, if depending on or tempered or gold sword. Honestly, at this point, nice to get to that level. Meanwhile, Pix is still making that climb up GT.
Yep, just working on land modes 2 here, getting the double spin. One more slash. I'm a little behind. I was looking at the stream.
So yeah, shout outs to Kaesden on this one. During the stream tonight, he was actually using the Discord video, it looks like, to help bring us the rest of the race without any delays. So really helpful to make sure we were able to bring you Pastrami's full stream and be able to see everything as it was happening. Just because we saw a lot of lag during the Twitch kind of link over. So really helpful to give us that. So Pastrami and Keg are waiting in the green room for interviews, so we will get them in soon as we watch Pix and Leo finish up.
Making pretty short work of the Ganon Tower climb here.
Yeah, and we are joined now by Pastrami and Keg. GG's.
Thank you. It was a fun speed.
Vanilla Hookshot's just a great place for it,
Yeah. It was really feeling the pressure from our 4 TR dips.
Every time you climb the mountain, we just sat and thought, I hope to go to Spike Cave.
Yeah, it was I told Keg here that I wanted to gamble before we started. So doing the early TR play was what we kind of wanted to try, and then he'd advocated for Spike Cave twice, and I just save and quitted on accident. It's like, dang it.
Oh no. But you're a professional climber now, at least. You've got that on your resume.
I didn't super speed once up that mountain.
Hey, we saw your Act 2 fight, by the way, and almost getting 2 triples.
Oh yeah, that was
close.
Pretty fire.
We're watching Pix right now. One away as well.
I don't know. I might have, one of those might have only been counted as a double. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Oh, darn.
Some of those shots were simultaneous.
Yeah, it could have been 2-2-2.
Yeah, yours was very close to a triple.
Yeah, my previous race, it was not good. I think it was 8 cycles for the AGA 2 fight or something.
Did you work on it? Because it looked like you did.
I did, yeah.
Okay, because it definitely paid off.
I did. And last race, in the middle of it, I've had Keg the whole time, and he said something that was really helpful for me, which was just try to set up below him if you can. And that just made it really easy for me to hit him from that angle forever now.
Yeah, that's definitely I would say from personal experience, AGA 2 is one of those bosses you could probably practice for ages and just, try to get as many patterns as you can, because there really are just what feels like infinite patterns.
Yeah.
But Pix now into that Ganon fight, wailing away with the gold sword. Just has to be a little careful, down to 3 hearts.
Also utilizing the Cane of Burna. A little bit of lag. A lot of bit of safety.
Cape on Lumberjack. Cape is my favorite safety for that fight. So that was a fun one.
Yeah, we got to see some very fun strategies for tile room there.
Yeah.
We talked about just doing tile room first, since we kind of thought we were behind.
Yeah, to be honest, for a while you were, just because of the additional mountain climbs. What saved your side of things really was Ice Rod. Making that play to clear all of ice or left side swamp gave you Ice Rod, and unfortunately for Pix, they bailed on left side, having gotten the flute in the back.
Yeah, we were talking about that being one of our outs, that and maybe it being a pedestal seed. But
yeah, having cleared Ice Palace.
Yeah, because after that it was like, all right, full coast swamp, probably go to Thieves, Saha, but then we found some things along the way. And we're like, all right, new plan.
Oh, the dodge, the bat.
Yeah.
And Ganon is down on Pix's side. About to get our finish time here. And GG's in chat for Pix.
Yeah, who finishes in second tonight with a official racetime.gg time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 17 seconds. GG's to Pix, and we will get Pix and Leo in here as well. As we see the speed up through the credits on Pix's side.
It beat me to the credits.
As we are now joined by Laoria and Pix. GG's.
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 Well, that was fun.
That's what I said when I got here.
Yeah.
Did you immediately go back into swamp, or did you guys run around for a while?
We made an early TR play and died twice.
Okay.
So never finished Laser Bridge. Ran out of magic, so we left and did other stuff for a while. But we did go to the backside of swamp and find Ice Rod on our first visit. So, but I think I went into TR about 4 times because I went back before the Ice Rod.
I think we counted 6 mountain climbs for Pasutorami.
I was going to say 5, but yeah, it was...
It was 5 or 6. I think 6, including the last game.
6 with the Ganon one, probably, yeah.
Quite a lot.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Nice collection rate.
We made the early TR call.
Oh, okay.
as well.
Yeah, you were
we had
both
a-
in TR about the same time first.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yep,
good.
you were. Pix
The,
completed the dark room and struggled a little bit and bailed.
Yeah, I forgot that we didn't have the lamp, which I can do a dark room, but we had such little health that I took the fire shots, and at that point it was half tilt, half. I was like, we're out of magic. But we talked about it later, and we forgot we could have dipped back and gotten that decanter in the middle of that one room in TR, and then continued on. Which I think if I would have thought about it, would have been the better play there, even though
Yeah,
there's nothing there.
So when did you said that you felt behind Pastrami? When did you actually feel behind? Like what was like, oh man, we are behind?
Probably after the first Turtle Rock death. But I mean, it doesn't take that long to get back to that part, but definitely after the second one, it's like, okay, not so good now.
Well, I think like the really critical moment was when we dipped back into TR and it was nothing.
Yeah.
That
That
was
was
the
brutal.
critical point.
Yeah, right after TR, Pix made the play to go get the bow out of Spike Cave. So
Uh-huh.
on their one trip up the mountain, other than the last trip, they were able to get. I guess you climbed twice.
Yeah, we went to Ether Tablet and Hookshot Cave before
Yep.
we went back into swamp.
Yep.
Oh, so
yep.
book must have been in pod then.
Oh yeah, because we didn't
Look,
full
was
clear
Pyramid
pod.
Fairy.
Oh, Pyramid. Fairy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys dip into Thieves Town at all?
We did the
from
front,
4.
or the front,
Yeah.
the 3 items.
Yeah, that's what we did. So we had the 4 swords pretty early, which was kind of nice too for the seed.
And that was
Water sword.
Did you guys dip ice at all?
We did. We
Okay.
full cleared ice.
Yeah, same. Except for we bounced after the 3rd item. We didn't do cold stare.
At that point, I was kind of like, oh, what if it's like I almost was thinking so behind. Maybe it has to be a pedestal seed for me to win. I was gonna maybe go do blind, but then luckily we found the bow in Spike Cave after we got Ice Rod from Swamp.
That's It sounds like we took a kind of similar route then.
Yeah, it does.
We I don't know, the wheels kind of fell off for a little bit in Skull Woods, and so we decided that we'd sequence break up the mountain, and doing like TR felt a little bit spicy. Like we had everything
yeah.
very early, and so we thought like maybe that's something the other guys won't do.
That was
And
what we were thinking too. I wanted safeties. I
That
wanted
was
a
actually a critical
potion.
point in our route too. Was after Skull Woods, instead of going right and sequence breaking to Catfish, we opted to go up the mountain with our Titansmiths, and yeah, our route would have been a little bit different.
Yeah, our first visit we didn't have the Titansmiths. It was
Right, it was
after
our
we did
second.
Skull. Yeah, because initially after Skull Woods, the plan was to go over to Catfish and like fake flipper over to there and then mirror and check that. But we got in flippers early, which might have stirred us away from TR. Maybe send us into Swamp right after that. Who knows? Speculation.
Yeah, you guys routed in on Pasutorami side. We routed in Catfish a little smoother than we did on Pix's side. That was pretty isolated, unfortunately.
Yeah, we just kind of opted. Like we were talking about the possibility of current jumping, and I think we had a better option. I think that's when we decided to go to the mountain.
I think you did Smith Chain actually when you were.
Okay.
Right, because
Yeah.
you went back, finished Moth, and then you saw Smith Chain open. So
Okay.
you did that first.
Yeah, trying to finish out Sphere 1 checks with like other things. So Smith into Agina.
Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the Burna Moth fight. I was trying to throw a little homage to how many safeties I'd picked up since I died to Moth earlier.
I think I called you out. I was like, look, Pix is just done with the Moth fight. We're just going to go stand on him and slash her sword.
I
We're
was
on the-
having a fit, like just of like giggles in chat. It was amazing.
Should have brought a few
Yeah.
bees.
We're just like, what's the most clown way to kill Moth? Okay, obviously Samaria, but like we're not gonna do Samaria Moth. We're gonna go Burna.
And like
Man.
this, like I'm just thinking like we're, shooting the breeze as we're on our way to it, and then he actually pulls out Burn. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Well, we did get a chuckle out of the Burn of Moth. Of course.
Yeah, burn him off into trying to do as much of a moonwalk as you can with the boots afterwards to celebrate on it. But it was not the result we were hoping for, but we had a ton of fun playing it. GG's again. It was a great time.
Yeah, it was fun. This is so actually like earlier this week when I saw you streaming my old seed, that was when I learned you could run other people's race time seeds. So this is the first week I've like ran my opponent's seeds before, so that was fun to do. And I think our times are really every seed I ran when I look back at what you had, they were pretty comparable. So I was like, oh, this is going to be probably a pretty close race.
Yeah, finishing. I think you finished while we were on plan mode 2, and while we're climbing, it's like, yeah, this could probably go either way. It was full clear Fiesta, so.
If only we had continued to clown and we just clowned GT and went straight to tile room. If only.
We talked about
Well,
it.
and-
It was like, ooh, we're behind, maybe.
We actually talked about that kind of play with the right side because Strami and Keg went left side pretty hard and saw the keys and was like, Leo's gonna push for her strat on this one, I think, and we might see a right side play. And unfortunately, right side not having the key, if it did, probably would have made this even closer.
Right. 100%.
Tyler room makes it not close at all. Just everyone folds.
No.
Honestly, if I ever lose to a tile room, someone going early there, there's no hard feelings there. You took the gamble. It pays off. You earned it.
The 1 in 22.
Yeah.
But yeah, GG guys.
Thanks. You too.
That was ridiculously fun. And thanks to the crew, Sniper, Kaesden, Tenit, Vex. Y'all are cool people.
Yeah, thanks to the runners for running the seed, putting on a show. It was really exciting with several lead changes.
I hope my stream worked okay, because when we were trying to set it up, I was dropping 65% of my frames, it said.
Yeah, it actually was pretty clean the whole way through.
Yeah, now
Yeah,
it says like 10%.
Well, actually how it worked was Kaesden kind of came up with a hot fix because we were noticing it during setup, and I think Kaesden might have jumped into your race channel and actually was capturing your Discord stream.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
because that was working
exactly
fine.
what
for us.
happened.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's why Kaesden was hanging out. He was using that to capture your Discord stream, so we actually had a very nice stream for the GMP side of things.
Good.
Sometimes it can be a little difficult streaming to both Discord and Twitch at the same time.
So I do have to ask, given the beginning of the seed, right? And maybe you don't even remember this, but was the tier 2 tree pull bombs?
We never got it because I didn't kill the right number of enemies, I think.
I don't think we did a single tree pull other than like the tier 1 at Uncle.
Yeah, we did the T1 at the start, and I don't think we ever did it again.
Yeah, I know Pix did. We were trying to figure out how Pastrami ended up with bombs because when you're streaming, the bird
Yeah,
had
the
8
bird.
bombs.
That's the difference.
The best
That's
part,
what it is. Thank you. There we
the
go.
first bird dropped it into a tree, so I actually couldn't get it. So I killed the next bird and I got 1 there. So I only came out with 1 when I could have had 2. But yeah, it was right in the tree.
Okay, we were trying to figure out how you got bombs because when you came back, you had bombs, and we were like, well, why we have way more money and still bombs?
Yeah, it was cash money seed for sure.
But I mean, I guess from the runners, any last comments on the seed?
Kaesden, we're even now. I gave him hammer, mirror, and Samaria in ice last night, and he gave me a vanilla hook shot and an ice rod on left side.
And a flute.
Yeah, the flute was in a fine spot though.
Where was the food again?
Diver down room.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lucky that Ether wasn't out in the open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We so were hoping that Meyer was almost to get in.
Same.
All right. Well, thanks for racing. Good time.
Yeah, I guess we'll be closing it down here, but thanks again to our runners. Make sure to give Pix and Pastrami both a follow for putting on a great show tonight. And of course, thank you to our restreamer Kaesden, our tracker Tenit, our mentors tonight, Keg and Laoria, and of course, also shout out to my co-com tonight, VeXtopher. It has been a pleasure.
It sure has.
Shout out to Jesse too.
Yeah.
I'm just another person. But we will have plenty of races throughout the rest of the Swiss and into the brackets for this tournament. So do make sure to also give a follow to the Go Mode podcast. Putting on this great tournament for all of, and as an opportunity for new runners to just get exposed to the Link to the Past randomizer. We do still have the rest of week 4, and then we have 2 more weeks of Swiss before we get into those brackets, where we will see not only all the runners fly solo without a mentor, but we will see a change in the mode back from open assured over to just plain old open mode. So if you are interested or still running as part of this tournament, there are many asynchronous seeds posted on the Discord of both open assured and open modes, so you can get a lot of time to practice those before the brackets, or in continuation, of course, of the Swiss.
So if we're really lucky in the bracket stages, we'll get some really required hammer land modes.
That's fun. But yeah, we're gonna call it here tonight. So thank you all for hanging out and watching, and hope to see you next time for another race.